Hi, everybody. Hello. Guys, I need like 2 minutes. So I'm going to leave this on so that people at least realize that there's a video here. But say hi to each other in the chat and I will be back in 2 seconds. I haven't even looked at my Instagram. Today's my mom's birthday. And my sister's son has strep. And they wound up coming over here for dinner. And we just finished cleaning up. And I was like, oh my God, it's time for the video. Okay. Just make sure there's like nothing crazy. All right, give me 2 seconds. Be right back.
Come on, Sonny. Come on, Bubba.
Okay, hi everybody. Coming to you with sweats and no makeup on. Hello, Felice. Hi, Sylvia. It was we're going to have to keep celebrating my mom's birthday for a little while because my sister's got one son who lives here going to school and one son who's a senior in high school and he has strep. So our little party that we were going to have didn't really turn into a party. It turned into my mom and dad just came here for a quick dinner. And it was really nice. Really nice. How's everybody else's weekend? Anything fun that anybody did? Sylvia, how did your parties go? I loved your 80s eye look. It was fantastic. How's your husband feeling, Felice? Did you guys go out this weekend? Anything fun? Say hello. Don't be shy, guys. Hi, Marianne. How are ya? How's your weekend? You're exhausted. Halloween is exhausting, and I say that from a teacher's perspective. Friday is the best day of the week, though, to have a Halloween. But you had your own party and then a whole weekend of parties, right? I miss dressing up, and my sister used to do a Halloween party every year. So much fun, though. Yeah. And now that it's 4 o'clock in the afternoon and it's going to be dark outside, you did. It's that time of year when we start to hibernate, at least where I live. And it's, I can't stand it when the days are like super, super short. I don't know how people do it that live where it's, so many hours of sunlight during part of the year, so many hours of dark during the other part of the year. That would just mess me up. I have a hard enough time sleeping now as it is. I do like that one of the things I reposted certainly wasn't me being clever, but somebody said I'm going to turn my clock back to being in my 20s. I'd like to do that. I'm in. You went back to the 80s at least, Sylvia, right? So does anybody shop the Sephora sale? I have not bought one thing. Not one. I mean, I did buy things beforehand to share with you guys, but I have not made a purchase as of yet. I'd love to know what other people are doing. Oh, I hear something. It sounds like my dog is barfing. I mean, my husband's out there, but okay. All right. Hi. So, just to give you guys, we typically use the Sephora sale to stock up on products I'm running low on. Yeah, I mean, I'll order my cotton. I do need to get this eye cream from In Beauty, but I'm going to do that through them. I am pretty set because my skincare, other than like the In Beauty, doesn't even come from there. Mascaras don't come from there. My eyeliners don't come from there. Like the things that you blow through. And what I used to absolutely love were these Sephora collection liners. I don't understand why they took these away. These were like one of the best parts of the Sephora collection, period. You know? I don't get it. I feel like they saw all these brands doing the lip liner that doesn't come off for like 3 days kind of thing. And I don't know. I guess when you grow up in the land of you reapply your lipstick after you eat, I don't understand these people who are like, I ate, I drank, I had coffee. It wouldn't even matter to me. I would want that off and like to start over like with a whole rehydration thing. Felice, I know she hasn't bought anything at the sale. Marianne, have you bought anything yet? Where's Molly? Where is Molly? Okay. All right, guys. Well, I've sort of like seen that the internet, at least from the beauty perspective, is wallpapered right now with Sephora sale recommendations, Sephora sale hauls, Sephora sale. It's like a giant Sephora sale. And I know that for the next couple months, we will be heading down the sale journey. I plan to use this time to dig into the things that we have. There may be a thing, little something here and there that I pick up. Like I'm waiting on the other part of my SUQQU order because I got some of it in PR. So there really isn't, I don't think, a whole lot left that I'm expecting. I mean, you never know what they're going to throw at us. Okay. We had Halloween parade in our neighborhood. It was great. Aww. I saw this lady whose dog was sitting at the door, like waiting for all the kids, and like they never came. We had 0 trick-or-treaters this year. 0. And it wasn't even raining. Bizarre. And I told you guys we had all that candy. I'm not happy. So she took the dog trick-or-treating and she brought like treats and toys to like her neighbors' houses and they gave them to her dog. That's a good dog, Mom. You know? The empty nesters have to get creative. When our kids were little, it was so much fun to get them dressed up and do all the school parties and the parade and be so into it. It's nice to revisit some of the fun. and get a chance to, I don't know, I feel like everybody gets a little wild for Halloween because they're just not like in their own skin. Well, I'm glad that Marianne and Sylvia got a chance to have a little fun. Sylvia, do you want to share a link for your brushes? Because I know that you're going to be having a big sale, and I would love if you would put in the description box a link for everybody so that people can shop the really good brushes, and they can message you if they want to ask questions about the brushes and, you know, just the whole Fude world, the Bobo world. That would be awesome. Oh. Molly's on the phone with her mom. She's listening. She said it might be a while. Okay. Oh, all right. So I got a little kind of done with the Sephora sale before it even started. And I think that I looked back at the video that I made that was the last Sephora video that I made. And I honestly don't even feel like I buy that much from Sephora anymore. I know that sounds crazy, but like there's just very, very little that I wind up picking up from them on a regular basis. So I decided to pick 7 brands, some more well-known than others, to highlight with you guys to just kind of get the Sephora sale, kind of put it over here and have a new thing. Also, I want to put this in real quick and give credit for it. Hold on, guys. I have so many different emails that what do they keep doing? Okay. There is another Black Friday master list that was posted. And I want to make sure that we give credit. Felice was the one that found this.
This is from my girlies. Have their support cards.
It is Steffi in the City. So let me put her name down at the bottom so you guys can follow her. At Steffi, in the City. And I know if you go to her Instagram, there is, if you comment to her, it will send you this document, but I'm going to send it to you guys right now. Let me just make a copy of mine. Okay, I'm going to put her name on the front of this. All right, Let's see if this copied correctly. No. Nope, nope, nope. Oh, you know what, you guys? If you follow her, all of these are connected to her account. So I'm not going to post this. I don't need to run an advertisement for her. But I will tell you that she is online and she does a really nice job with her content. And she has a very similar list to the one that I gave you guys that came initially off of Reddit, that has been fine-tuned over the years. And now she's turned it into a master list, but all of the links on here are linked to her. So if you want to follow her, or if you do follow her, she does have this. And I want to make sure that everybody knows that when you download her list, all of those links have been linked to her Shop My account. The one that I gave you is not linked to me or anyone. It's only straight to the brand. And I know we've talked about this before. I think it's really nice to tag, to go through somebody that you follow that you want to reward for the work that they've done over the year for you, saving you money, helping you spend your money, however you want to look at it, and use their links because it costs us nothing to do that for them. All right, you guys. So let me close this one. Is there anybody who didn't get my list? Because that I will put in again. Agree with this? Yeah, I mean, I like to give credit where credit is due. But at the same time, the one that I gave you guys isn't linked. So I will put mine in again if you don't have. It's making me do the whole sign-in thing again. Okay. All right, let me make a copy of this. If you did not get our gigantic Google Doc sheets, whatever they call it, this is the holiday sales from the past 4 years with what brands and stores have done, to give you an idea of places that you can shop and when, so that you can game out your whole holiday season with spending less and getting more. Okay. Feel free to share that widely. I don't think it's something that people shouldn't have. I feel like everybody should have as much information to make purchases as humanly possible. Okay. I'm looking at myself and I'm scaring myself for Halloween by not putting anything on. I'm going to start with Mob Beauty because I'm going to use their complexion product for this combination of things that I'm going to be putting on today. Mob Beauty is a really cool company. If you have bought something from Mob before, put some kind of a heart emoji in the chat. You love Mob? Mob is a really cool company. Ugh, the cream shadows are divine. Divine. Okay. I have so many screens going right now that it's kind of crazy. Here we go. Okay. So Mob Beauty is in a space that I don't think a lot of other brands are. They are a completely sustainable brand. And I mean that every part of what they send to you is recyclable, it is reusable. They sell hard palettes to put the different things into in the back. You could customize all of their little compacts. They have lipsticks. I can grab one in a second. Here, let me grab one now. I'm going to be up and down a lot because I really didn't want to take everything out and go back and forth like a lunatic. Okay. So their lipsticks come like this. This is paper. And the lipstick rolls up from there. You can purchase these reusable capsules to put the lipstick into. These pop in and out, which we're starting to see more of, but honestly, they were one of the first. And these containers, usually what I do is when it comes like this, I usually pop it out and put it into another palette. And you can change your palettes around all the time. They're set up so that you can put the larger ones or the little single ones into the back of each so that you can carry them with you, take them with you. Let me see. All right, yeah, that's the highlighter. So like with this one, I have very much in love with their cream clay eyeshadows. What's a cream clay eyeshadow? It's a cream formula. Look at the colors. I mean, this is not typical of what you find everywhere else. They really zero in on like nuancing colors and really working them and reworking them until they get them just right. And these creations, like all of these different ones, number one, they're formulated by Vic, who helped start MAC. So he's a chemist. And Alicia is his partner. And she has a ton of experience in the beauty space. And the two of them together actually wanted to make a clean, and I do mean that they explain what clean means, vegan, cruelty-free, refillable, pro-quality makeup line. Like they didn't want people to have to choose to be sustainable or choose to have great makeup, because it's kind of how it was for a long time. Like the clean beauty wasn't, as vibrant or interesting, and the formulas weren't as fantastic. Mob kind of changed all that because most people in makeup have had some sort of experience either buying MAC or working for MAC or using MAC or starting with MAC, or at least understanding like the colors of foundation that they had based on their scale. I mean, we all started saying NC, Worm Cool, all the things that they were putting for the colors. If you're an NC10 or whatever, it's all from MAC. MAC was a leader, and I love that they're coming back. So the two of them started this brand, and what they do is they collaborate with makeup artists and people who do content for, YouTube and the other different spots. And they develop colors and collections with them, and they introduce them, all of these products, through their makeup artists. Some of them have done more than one collab with them. Some of them have done less. Let me grab one of their new lip glosses. I have so many containers right now. Did you guys ever clean so much that you don't even know like what you cleaned and where you cleaned it? Here we go. One of their newest products is lip gloss. And they now have a broadcast channel. It looks like since they've kind of come up with this container and they've come up with a lip gloss formula, they are now going to be coming out with cream eyeshadows, and they're trying to get their crowdsourcing. They're asking what people want. This one, I'll just put this on over my thing. It's called Diamond Star Halo. And basically, instead of microplastics, and that doesn't mean that there isn't dog hair on everything in this house, they have used sugar molecules, I think, to create this really like juicy, delicious lip. And I don't have to worry about eating plastic or having anything in here that has proven to be toxic to humans. This whole thing can be recycled. I saw that they're coming up with tubes for these also so that you can bring them with you. The one caveat that I will say is that like my obsession in life is M155. It is their Shine Balm, and it is this gorgeous, perfect for me color that I can't get enough of. And I had one of these in Jamaica, and from the sea and the air, it like started to like unravel when we were there. But other than that, it held up great. Let me show you this color. We'll just put it like on top of here. If you are cool toned, this will be your best friend in the whole world. It is that good. Hold on. Sorry guys, I'm trying to grab my towel. Okay. I love this color. It's a favorite of mine, but the ultimate favorite thing that they came up with were the lip liners. And for those of you who grew up wearing MAC, most of you guys remember the Spice Liner. The Spice Liner was famous. I think I still have the M1990. Giving it to someone. Here we go. So they recreated the Spice Liner. There was like a whole hoo-ha online about the Spice Liner. This was like the first like 90s nude kind of a color, and everybody wore this. Like everybody. It was one of those things that just, I don't know, it went viral without the internet, I can tell you that. This color has changed so much over time that he had an original sample in his lab book, and they literally recreated the Spice Liner. So this is the Spice Liner. They call it M1990 as like an homage to the past. But this is a wood pencil. You sharpen it, and it's creamy without being too, like it's not going to go anywhere once it sets down. It is waterproof, which is crazy. But my favorite color is this one. It is M159. I'm going to sharpen it just a teeny bit. This color is deeper and cooler then my spice liner that just fell. Not doing very well here. So this, what is going on? Have you ever? I mean, okay. Let's pause. This liner, for me, hits all the boxes. It's plummy, it's brown, it's not brown, it's raisin, it's not raisin, it's like a lip color. I love to use it to contour. And then put it on with my M155 that I, first of all, this lip balm. It's like the greatest formula ever. It's so hydrating. I can wear this as a lip mask. They do make a clear version, in case you were wondering. And they also make it in a lot of other colors that I'll show you. But on me, it just goes with the cool tones. Okay. I want to try to spread out what I'm using from who. So I'm just going to show you in here. This is my compact that I bought, 2 of the foundation colors. These are Pink 30 and Pink 20. It's a very, more dog hair, story of my life. It's a very creamy formula. And I just decided that since I had never swatched it or anything, that I would buy like 2 colors that I thought were going to be very, very close to my skin tone and use the lighter one, you know, right under my eyes and the deeper one for a foundation. And it's worked out pretty well. This color is actually a really good color corrector. So I've kind of flipped the script on this, and I like using this one more on my skin and this one more as a color corrector. So I'm going to take the one that's a little bit peachy. And I'm just going to take a little brush, just dip into here. And I'm going to go where I see darkness, which looks like everywhere. I look like I'm wearing like a Halloween costume of a witch. But this formula is delicious and blends super easy and gives really nice coverage with very little effort. This is one of those foundations or complexion products that you'll say, I feel like my skin can breathe. Like you don't feel like you're wearing a full face of makeup when you have this on. And I definitely don't feel like I'm doing something or putting something on that's quote unquote clean beauty and not getting performance out of it. This performs. And I mean, you can see how much this is already done just for my under eyes. It brightened. And then just for fun, I'll use the lighter color just to do a little bit of highlighting before I put on the next product I'm going to put on. Just going to highlight like right under where my cheekbone would be. I'm going to put some of this concealer on the areas of my face that have a lot of sun damage. It's kind of like what Lisa Eldridge does, which is why I want to be able to use a few different products here. So I'm going to be a little hodgepodge. I don't know if this video is going to be approved by Felice because I am not using one brand. And you can see it's doing a great job of covering up my sun damage and areas of discoloration. And I'll go back through after. You can see I've got some redness here. I can color correct for that. And just kind of use this as my starting point. Now they do make a really beautiful highlighter, and that's what these other two colors are. These are very, very creamy, very delicious formulas. And both of these are stunning as a highlighter, and I love them underneath foundation. I think for today, just because we're going to be doing so many different colors, I'm going to use the one here that's got less color. I'm just going to use it on the high points of my face underneath before I go in with another complexion product. Just kind of brighten up underneath. And this does dry down like to a nice powdery set down. It looks like it's super creamy, and it is, but it does set down and it does last. One that you guys, a lot of you are familiar with, this is from Lisa Eldridge, who's another one of the indie brands that I'm featuring tonight. This is her. I don't know how she did this or what she did, but it is absolutely incredible. You have to shake it up. You can hear that in there. And this is her Seamless Skin Enhancing Tint. I take a little tiny bit of it on my fingers and just going to press. Now for a skin tint, I think you get amazing coverage with this. They do sell this on her website, and from what I understand, there's no tariffs on it. I didn't have any tariffs on the packages that I got, but they took a long time to get to me. So I don't even have my whole order yet. I have part of an order. So I will share with you what I do have, but she does such a beautiful tint where you don't feel like you're wearing like this crazy full face of makeup, and it's just like a light as air feeling. And then she has her amazing pencils where you can go in and use her pinpoint concealing technique. And she does a really cool video about patchwork foundation, putting complexion products where you need it. I'm sorry, I needed it everywhere today. And then, this is too big of a mirror. This is like very magnified. And then she has these pencils that you can go around your face and just kind of correct where you need it. And I think it's kind of overwhelming when your skin starts to change as you get older. You're like, well, I'm going to wind up covering my whole entire face in the pencil. And yeah, I get that. I understand. But we have got to be kinder to ourselves. I don't think that we notice the things on other people that we notice on ourselves. I like to do a little bit of a lighter color like right here. It helps get the definition. We do seem to be hardest on ourselves. I think we are, you know. Anytime somebody really has something, if you're a good friend, you will say something. I mean, if they have like an orange tan, you're not going to let them walk around like that if you're a real friend. Okay. So this is, I think, a really nice product. What I like to do after I put these things on together is just kind of give it all a nice shearing. And what I'll do is I'll take this, I will wipe off what I have, because I just want to wear as little product as possible. And it's not like I have to have a no makeup look every single day, because I don't. I mean, you guys know how I feel about sparkles. They're very important to me. But I really think that having a skincare feel, especially with the winter coming up, both of these products really hold their own in terms of wear time and kind of fighting against the elements. The Mob is particularly hydrating. I think Lisa's is however you prep your skin. Whereas I think that the Mob one is probably leans toward being able to do all skin types, but might be easier on dry skin types just because it's a creamier kind of a formula. Think of it as like a concentrate. I've also taken this and put a little of this in my hand and put some moisturizer in, and you have a tinted moisturizer. So you really can do a whole lot with these. I'm just going to use this again to make sure I'm not red. And it wears like crazy, and it's super nice. Their cream clay eyeshadows are some of my favorite. They're not going to slide off of your eyes. Just want to show you some of these really interesting colors. That's me just dipping into each pan. I mean, you see the level of pigment. I mean, you can keep going. They have really interesting colors, and then you can really shear them out. And when they set, you're all set. That blue is just insanely beautiful. All of these colors are amazing. And you can put any colors together that you want, or they also do collections. I think this one was called Southern Goth, although I don't understand what's gothic about it. But they'll put together with a makeup artist a curated collection. Like this one has one of their sparkle bombs, and it's got green shimmer in it. And again, no microplastics. Look at that. Look at that reflection, that kind of like sparkle. I mean, just super amazing. The other formula that I love of theirs, they make blushes and bronzers also in those formulas, but I want to show you guys two things. The first one is their Sparkle Bombs. If you are somebody who loves a good sparkle, but you hate fallout or it doesn't stay on, meet the Sparkle Bomb. You are going to get all of the sparkle and none of the fallout. You can put this on top of a cream product. You can put it on top of a powder product. Really great. Hi, Felice. You're on the phone with your sister forever. Hey, Holly. I think because it's moody toned, it's considered gothic. Beautiful shades, though. Hello, everybody. So we're talking Mob Beauty over here. I currently have my favorite lip liner and lip balm on from them. I have concealer on. That's one of the foundation products from Mob. And we're going to look right now. We just looked at the Sparkle Bombs. And now I want to show you the shimmer eyeshadows that they have that are in the cream clay formula. I probably should have brought the Bioderma over here. I guess I will be buying something at the Sephora sale. The Shiseido Cotton. So great pigment and easy cleanup, but not going to like slide off of you during the day. Okay. So then they have powder eyeshadows, which I haven't really bought any of because every time I spend my money there, I'm like, oh, I want to get more of the cream clay eyeshadows because I love the formula. These have like a pearly shimmer. And there are a bunch. What color is this? Let's do the purple. So these have like a pearlescence and they are stunning as one and dones. They're stunning to do a halo eye. They're stunning to do as part of a bigger look. I mean, I feel like you can just create to your heart's content. And if you know somebody who's pregnant or somebody who has had health issues and is really trying to be very mindful of what they're putting on their skin, this is a brand that sets a standard for themselves that is obviously not anything that's dictated by our country because we don't have a lot of rules about this. This is one of the cream clay blushes. So you're just going to get like a really easy blend from these and beautiful colors, great collections. I think it's one of the hidden gems. Look at that green. Hello. I'm getting all these colors over here. I mean, these are freaking amazing. Look at that. I mean, I think about Dior. Hello, Dior. This is what it looks like when something is pigmented. And not in a pigmented way where like it has to be so crazy, because when I go in, I'm not taking this much. But look at the intensity and then the blend. And they think outside the box ways to make these formulas. They have their own lab. They're not counting on somebody else to formulate. They're sitting there testing and going back and forth, and they'll have 97 different colors on. One of the cool things is that they do let you in behind the scenes of what they're doing. M184 is a beautiful shimmer. Let me see which one that is. M184. M184. Do I have it? M184. I don't know if I have on 184. Is it a shimmer shadow or a shimmer lip? Shimmer, what is it? The highlighter? Oh, I need more information on M184. Your favorite shade from Mom is M83. That is funny. There are I'm going to put one of these on I'm going to be putting on and taking off, but I just want you guys to get an idea for the color and for how these apply. I'm just going to go in with the green just to actually just go for it and show you what this can do. There are no mirrors. There are no magnets. So they want you to be, using things that you already have. I'll have a lot of these around. And I'm just going to go in and start to blend the green. It's a nice cool tone, so I feel like it'll be a good one for the crease or my fake crease. And although brushes do work with all of these, you see how far this is going. You get a great blend, and eventually this will just set down and it won't go anywhere. I'm going to take one of the other Southern Goth colors and just put it on the whole lid. I mean, they're just so easy to work with, and a little goes such a long way. I mean, that is stunning. And if I go on top of this with, let me take a little teeny bit of the green and just give it a little bit of depth over here. It's so pretty. Now, one of the things that's kind of neat about Mob is that they're not just mainstream. They have a whole variety. I'm going to go in with this shimmer from that same palette. This has like a green shift. But this is like the kind of sparkle that you can get even without using plastics. It's just so easy and fun. Let me show you what one of the pearl shades would look like. Because these are, like if I'm running late, I know I can just grab one of these and just put it on and just go. I'm going to go into like the champagne color over here. And I'm just going to put this on my lid. I believe that Shelby Wilson is the one that did these cream clay shimmer shadows with Mob for the first time. And they are just such an easy eye, you know. They have powder shadows too, like I said, and in fantastic colors. But you also can just go into your palette after you get that shimmer on, just to kind of define the eye a little. They do have a mascara. I do not own it. It is not a tubing formula. And I'm just, every time I buy one that's not a tubing formula, I have problems. So I just If you like volume, I will tell you it is one hell of a volumizing one. I'm going to put a little bit of purple on this just for fun. They build beautifully. And they have like just such a pretty look. Whether you're going matte with a little sparkle or you're going pearly with a matte, there's just a lot you can do with these. What's 184 shimmer, Marianne? Oh, shadow. Got it. Yeah, I'm going to pull up their website. We'll be able to take a look at everybody's favorite stuff. Okay. They just put out a new collection that I think is like really interesting looking and fun. Let me share my screen. Okay, so the new one is called the Late Night Collection, and I think it's just a stunning. They call this, I think, Lab Community. Yeah. So these are all the MUAs that they've already worked with. The one that's done this collection is Miss Megan. I don't follow her. I don't know who she is, but she's developed these colors with Mob for this collaboration. So you can click on her palette. You can buy these individually, or you can take her shades as she made them. But this gives you an idea for the kind of pigment that you get from just their regular eyeshadows also, and some of their shimmer shadows. Beautiful, just totally beautiful. But they don't just do mainstream makeup. They do things like this. They are working with everybody. They are something for everyone. And even the ones that you would think are not for you, like I would never consider myself to be goth in any way, shape, or form, but I like this palette a lot. And it just kind of works out when you try the things that they have. It is really interesting. Jessica Hayes has done more collabs with them than anybody. I think she did Southern Goth. She also developed the lip gloss that I have on. She did one of these with a black shimmer. So this is, oh, she also did this one. This is like her grayish color. Put a little of that on. I will tell you that this formula is outstanding. And it's not sticky. It's not gummy. It doesn't get weird. It's just really nice. Like really just nice. And it feels good. This is makeup that doesn't bother you during the day. You don't get home and you're not like, oh my God, I have to like wash my face. You know, you're just, it's all very kind of easygoing. I want to show you just quickly the kind of selection that they have. So these are their containers that the different shadows come in. You can see that they have the cream clay shadows in one, and here's the other shadows. Let's find that one. What number was that one? Why does it keep going? Okay, here. M184. Might be a cream clay. Let me look. That's kind of like a great picture of what all the colors look like of the cream clay ones. I don't see 184. We'll go back and look. And they show you on real skin, different skin tones. They are not shy about showing you this is what the cream clay ones look like. They're just something for everybody. And over here, you can see this is what it's like when they're developing.
We have a sugar polymer, which gives it some stick, so it really adheres to the skin. There's no silicones. And there's also skincare ingredients, anti-inflammatories, antioxidants. We put those in our formulas, so to help protect the skin, help reduce the redness.
It looks so pretty and soft and natural because of obviously not only all the other incredible ingredients, but because of all that great skincare. And we also have so many incredible colors. We have really neutral colors, we have soft colors, we have earthy colors. So our community just loves playing with these. It's sort of like candy in a candy store. Our community is literally obsessed with cream clay eyeshadows, and for good reason. They're so fun to use. They're easy. You can put them on with your fingers or a brush. They're mistake-proof. You can wear them sheer to saturated.
There are so many amazing natural ingredients that give this performance. The first one is clay.
Yep.
So clay does not melt with heat. When you put it on your skin, it stays as a putty. You can move it around, you can make it blendable, and it doesn't get greasy. That's the big thing with really
This is never greasy. When you blend it, what makes it dry down to that velvety finish?
Well, there is spherical silica in there, which is a mineral. It gives it some blurriness. It also gives it that nice powdery finish. You have the sugar polymer, which gives it some sticks. So it really adheres to the skin, no silicones. And there's also skincare ingredients, anti-inflammatory.
So you kind of get a little taste of what kind of behind the scenes stuff they do. Jessica is my favorite too. She came up with a lot of these colors that are not colors that I would have done. Like this dirty green and this dirty blue were part of her goth, and they are absolutely gorgeous in real life. I mean, they're right here. They're vibrant. And I love the fact that they can go from this to having somebody on who is just somebody who has a channel and, you know, they're part of the community. I know Rebecca's been there before, but I mean, this lady, Mob Times Michelle, she did the French in 5. So you can see that's like a totally different vibe than, you know, goth or any of these other creators' viewpoints. But I love that they make people's visions come to life right there in the lab. So it's a lot of fun. Their Instagram is fantastic. They just started a second thing, you know, those broadcast channels that they have. They now have so many people commenting as they're developing formulas. They want us to like really get behind the scenes with them. So you can get duos. There are compacts you can get, these refillable plastics that you can take the shadows in and out as you want. They can be rearranged in any way. If you finish one pan, that's the only one that you need to repurchase. So there's less waste. These packages that they come in, not the plastic container, but these like paper ones, like I showed you, you literally can dig a hole in your backyard and put this in, and it will go back into the earth as dirt. I don't think that's going to happen with like the Sicily palette. So, you know, there is the luxury experience here is that you are doing something for yourself that is not painful. Ooh, one of their most underrated products is their powder. I'm going to show you guys their pink one. I have their translucent also. They have a lot of different colors of their powder. This is their pink. And I'm going to take a little of this just under my eyes to show you guys like what a nice brightening effect it is. Obviously, there's no talc in here. That would not be something that would fly with them. But also, they go through like a lot of iterations of products before they, you know, put them out. And there's a lot of opinions in that room that matter, but they really do work with the makeup artists. See that blur? It is such a silky powder. I know this isn't luxury to look at, but I think our earth is a luxury that maybe we've taken a little bit of advantage of. And it's just nice when you know that you're doing something good for you, good for the earth, and supporting makeup artists that are up and coming and, you know, making their dreams happen in their lab. And they also show up sometimes at different credo locations, and they'll be in there and they'll mix things up with people. So they're a lot of fun. Alicia, I think, is based in Nashville, and I know they have a lab in, like, I want to say Palm Springs or something like that, but I think he might be even up in Canada. I have no idea. But these liners are my absolute favorite. I'll show you guys the lip products. They have different lip formulas. They have a soft matte, and you can, they just had a friends and family sale, so they have a little restocking to do. You also have to remember it's like a small outfit. You know, they're creating and they're, you know, getting the stuff made there too. So it does take a little while for them to restock, but they always do restock. And this lip was her concealer lip that I love. And they actually had like this mistake that happened in the lab where they mixed the colors, and it was supposed to be more cool tone and it came out more warm. So they had like concealer gate, and it was really cute and funny. And they wound up releasing a second shade. So they had one that was a little warmer and one that was a little cooler. So they have the soft matte lipstick. And then they also have the hydrating lip balm, which is the one that I showed you. And I mean, it comes in blue if that's your thing. But then also it comes in, you know, a soft berry. They have a black sheer balm. That's like a really big thing right now. I think Izamaya has one. I'm seeing more of that, like where you're adding a cool tone. I saw Jason from Phytosurgeons mixing one. This is their new Peptide Drench Cushion Gloss that we talked about. And again, a variety of tones for a variety of desires of what it is that you're looking for. That top one is what I have, the Diamond Star Halo. And then the Dark Star is that it's a sheer black with sparkle. And then they have kind of a warmish nude, a cooler nude, and then like a pinky peachy nude. And the formula is outstanding. And they're going to keep making, new colors. Let's see what you guys are saying. That matches your nails. Yes, it probably does, because I'm a cool tone girl. Jessica's your favorite. She did do Southern Goth. Let me close this for a minute. You don't have anything from Mob, definitely going to check them out. They are the kind of brand that you feel good about buying from. You just do. Like, it just feels right. M83 lavender looks lovely. M183 is also called Milky Way and is an amethyst shimmer. Milky Way, here it is. Wow, that is stunning. Look at that, you guys. That is gorgeous. Oh, I'm showing no one. Okay, hold on. Hang on. I'm like, oh yeah, this is great. Check it out. Look how beautiful that is. That's a great color. And look at all these shades that they have. I mean, wow. That's a lot. That's a lot of eyeshadow. It's a lot of choices for a clean brand, And they really do pride themselves on the fact that they are thinking outside the box, using nature and science to their advantage, and getting the colors right, I think, is something that Alicia is like the pro, and Vic just mixes up magic in there, and the two of them together with whatever MUA comes by, it's great. It's just a great team effort. So you can buy a set. There's different sets that you can buy. I've got all these linked down below for when you guys want to do your shopping, but there really is something for everyone. And I do want to tell you that these lip liners are not to be slept on. Here's the 3 colors. M159 is the one that I really like. It's a great cool tone shade for people with deeper skin tones or that are looking for a darker liner. You have M147. And then for that warmer nude, M1990 checks all the boxes. So, cool brand, fun to watch. Let's see, it says mission. We've made it our mission to do beauty better. We're here to build for a better future, to define new standards in the industry by questioning everything to improve everything. Mob is for anyone who digs deeper into what they buy, demands accountability and quality from their makeup, considers clean to be a necessity, and believes packaging needs to be rethought. We believe sustainability isn't jargon, it's our future. People are more important than marketing. Quality is more important than wastefulness, and transparency equals truth. We started Mob Beauty to build a different kind of brand, a brand that's defined by our community and good for the planet. We're in it for the long haul. And it is everything that they just said, literally. It is a brand that you should check out. It's a brand where you should try a couple things and dip your toes in. You can go back into their Instagram and look at all their lives that they've done, and you can see what the artists were thinking about when they developed the different colors. It's really a very, it's a brand with a vision, but it's also a brand that like isn't greenwashing, you know, like they're not pretending to be clean. They set the standards for themselves, like they say, and the products are great. They really are. That lavender is on my list, Marianne. That's my kind of color. Love it. I will say the amethyst shade that's in the pearl formula, like this shimmer, is really stunning too. You'd probably really like that one. Like even like over top, like in the center of that matte, and then the shimmer. Like I would love to just do like that tonal look where you get your shimmer, this pearly one, and then I'm sure there's a matte that we could put in there. And oh my goodness, I love a good monochromatic moment. So this is Mob, and I just think, you know, if you're going to be green and sustainable and clean and set standards and really mean it, and the vegan cruelty-free thing is no joke to them, you guys. They are absolutely 100% dedicated to their mission. So it's a brand that you can definitely use with confidence, and I like that. Anybody know anything else about Mob that they want to share or say? You're going to get minimal packaging. Like they said, you got to rethink it. But it's just one of those brands that speaks to me, you know? Okay. Next one. We are going to talk about, well, I want to talk about Refer first, but before I do, Sylvia, I want you to jump in and give us information about your brushes. I'm going to pull up your Instagram. Oh no, Michelle? Oh no? Why not? Am I not allowed to do something? Oh, you don't have to say one thing. I will do all the talking. Here, let's go to your story. It was on your story. Okay, hold on. Okay. So I don't know if you guys know this, but Bobodo is is it a brush distributor, a brush curator? I don't know how to describe. It's a store that sells brushes, and you are tied in as an affiliate Fude shop. Everybody look. I'm going to click the link. Okay, you want to tell us, everybody, you get 15% off your first order, but I'm sure that there are plans for Black Friday, so tell us what you can. The store, let me put this up here. The store owner is Bobo. She is the kindest and sweetest person ever. We love that. I'm going to scroll a little bit like while you're talking so that people can see. These are not your, you know, second-rate brushes. These are art. These are crafted. These are made with love and care in Japanese tradition. Black Friday is when everything in the shop is 20% off. That does not include, I hope I'm saying this right, Bisyodo. Is it Bisyodo? Products. I mean, this is the Chikuhodo times Bobo. Fude means brush, and each brush is handcrafted. How come I'm seeing the brushes and you guys aren't? What is going on? It's the same website. It's so insane. There we go. Sorry, guys. They don't make, you can't even go like one link over. I did say that correctly. Oh, good. I'm going to scroll here and just kind of show everybody what the brushes look like. In the beauty world, Fude is like the Rolls Royce of brushes. You know, it's a nice thing, I think, when you start to appreciate that a brush can change the way makeup does and doesn't work on faces. And especially as I get older, I notice that, of course, there's easy makeup that you can stick your fingers in, but I'm not even talking about that. I'm talking like what you can do. I'm going to ask your permission on your Instagram real fast and see if this is possible. Hold on. Well, can I show your Instagram of what you did for your 80s party with your brushes? What's possible? Look at these, you guys. I mean, I would feel like I was better at makeup if I had these brushes. They're absolutely gorgeous. And they're priced in yen. So you can convert those online. I want to show your Instagram look. Okay. All of these brushes are absolutely amazing. I work with synthetic brushes for a living, but Fude is truly something artistic and beautiful. I love that we're showing an indie. Another indie. Viziart Paris is a little family-owned gem, and it is crafted with love and attention to detail. Their eyeshadows always strike me. Ooh, you have an article on Substack that should be up tomorrow. I'm going to show you your Substack in a second. That's a great idea. It says, the one palette every MUA or makeup aficionado needs this Halloween. The Viziart Visipro Grande Pro 1X. From sultry glam to spooky scares, this palette casts endless looks that last all night. Since we're kicking off day one of Halloween party hopping, mine is up first. From my 80s runway model themed party tonight, my trusty Visipro is like a magic spell pressed into an eyeshadow pan. Are you all ready to see the look? Everybody close your eyes and picture what you were trying to do in the 80s and get a load of this. Choose that for that. It's stunning. So your Substack is going to cover the history of Food Day. That's awesome. Along with your recommendations. Perfect. The palette was amazing to use all weekend. Look at the gradient of color and just the amount of like precision blending that had to happen in this look. Spectacular. And look at those shades. Ooh, on your lashes, you paired KVD Beauty's falsies in natural and coated them with the most bewitching mascara ever made. Culfy Beauty's Batty Lash in black. The result, wickedly bold lashes that survive the entire night. They lift, lengthen, and volumize just enough to give your eyes that extra oomph. This mascara is hands down the best black mascara I have ever used. Culfy Beauty, if you're reading this, please grant us a brown shade of the masterpiece next. I love it. Holly's liking it. Used it on yourself and even did makeup on a couple on your group. Nah. You can't credit the blending to one of the brushes. You can show us what you used, but that's some talent there. You are an amazing artist. It will be featured on the Substack article. Aw, thank you so much, Holly. Culfy responded. Did they say they're thinking about it or wait and see or some sort of like cryptic, yeah, we're doing it? No, really. That brush took most of the work. Go to the comments. Okay. Culfy, loving Batty Lash on you. We will let our team know about a brown shade, and there are eyes. Wow. Well, I'm embarrassed about my swatches, and that's a damn pretty arm. I'd be happy to walk around with that. I saw a really funny Halloween thing where the girl had makeup on and she was wearing, it says, hashtag filter. And next to her, her husband was wearing the exact same thing and beard and scraggling. It said no filter. I'm so stoked this mascara is my number one. You guys, I want to introduce all of you to Substack if you have not already found it. Or if you have, I at least want to show you this one. Let me take this down. And if we don't get to all 7 of these tonight, we got Tuesday. I'll come back on tomorrow. I don't care. This is like more important to me. I am all about supporting other people. And when you can help lift up anybody, it should be a priority. Okay, I'm going to have to sign in here. Sorry, guys, I got to do this with my phone. This does not want to let me in. Is it? This is crazy. Hold on, guys. I'm not even on the screen right now. I don't understand why this won't open. Sorry, guys. Okay. How do you get to, if it's saying that it's only through the app, I'm not wanting the app. I'm just wanting the website. Here we go. Okay, that was a little weird. Sorry, guys, I am really computer challenged tonight. Okay, so this is Substack, and Sea Salt Waves just started one. And there's a place here where you can subscribe. You can also look at any activity that they're having on their page. She's got 14 subscribers already, so get on here and subscribe. Why does it not have me? I already subscribed. Okay, I'll be putting my credit card in there later. Not online. Okay, so here are her posts. She's got Sephora savings event recommendations. This is a beautiful like love story that she wrote about her relationship with Valentino makeup that I won't say more about. Have to come read it. And it started with her Brown Lash Edit, her top 3 chocolate mascaras. So she is sharing stuff on Substack, and there are Substacks on every subject that you could think of. And it's a way to support independent journalists or writers. It's a way of finding your interests and finding people that still believe in the written word along with photos. Your arm is, you're getting compliments. Your arm is a new one. You have great arms. I'm sorry. Joys of live streaming. Yes. I have brown mascara obsession, just in case you haven't noticed. Yes, I know you love brown. So you guys check her out on Substack and you're in for a treat. She writes as beautifully as she applies makeup. So check it out. Check it out. Okay. I am going to, what are we at here now? An hour and a half. Oh, I kind of, oh my gosh. Anytime. We got to support each other. This is a lot more important than anything else. All right, you guys, I'm going to say, can we take 5? I need to have a quick break. And I'm going to bring in a few pieces of skincare because I want to talk about that next. We probably, I think what I'm going to do is tonight I may talk through some of the stuff. I may not be able to demo everything at once, but I'd rather have this be a rich conversation rather than like an overview. And there's so much involved in each of these. I don't want to take anything away from anybody. So everybody take 5, get something to drink, go use the ladies' room, whatever you need to do, and I will be right back. Hi, everybody. Thank you for being patient. And I'm probably going to break in between each of these just because there's a lot of different piles of things that we're going through here. My son's texting. I want to go into Josh Rosebrook next. So I know that I've talked about Josh in the past. He is like really tight with Caroline Herons, for those of you who know who she is. She thinks that his two magical products are, oh my God. I'm seeming to be dropping everything tonight. This is the Hydrating Accelerator. This is my absolute favorite Essence Mist. I put this in between every single step of my skincare plan, program, regimen. It gives me hydration and it helps the ingredients in the other products to get into my skin. Sorry, let me turn the ringer off because there's likely to be a lot of those. So this is the Hydrating Accelerator. This is a lovely mist. And this is his Vital Balm Cream. He makes this with and without the essential oil Blue Tansy that's in here. It gives it this gorgeous color. I am on the blue team, not on the no blue. Everything about his skincare is like you want to breathe it in. During COVID, when things were slow and stressful, and I was teaching online, it was kind of an experience. My skincare became more than a meaningful part of my day. It became like almost spiritual and grounding. And I was really able to take my time to enjoy what I was doing. Usually in the morning, if I was rushing out to get to work, it's like you're just doing everything as fast as you possibly can. And then maybe on Saturday night, you'd spend like a little extra time on your makeup or whatever. But during COVID, I realized that this was like a grounding experience. This was something that I could look forward to. It was going to be twice a day. It was going to be time for myself where I could just let everything else kind of go. The thing about Josh, I think that's so amazing is that he is the perfect blend of science and nature. Plus, he's an educator. His whole just ethos and his incredibly researched and explained and proven, and the science that he uses to make his products, the process is amazing. There is no time schedule that he has of when products come out. They just come out when they come out. And I know I've come on before with the cacao mask that he has. Every Sunday I do Skincare Sunday. I do my zip first because you can't zip after you dermaflash. It just doesn't feel good. So I always zip first. Then I'll wash my face, get everything ready. I'll do my dermaflash, and then I do the cacao mask. Let me just pull up his website. Okay. Tonight is the last night to earn 2 times points on his website. Josh does sell at Credo. I love buying my stuff from the brand for a couple reasons. They have a really good reward system where you're getting money off of everything that you're buying. They also have subscribe and save. They have a lot of different sales and things that'll come up. And I know that I was texting with him earlier. They are definitely going to be having I don't know how to say it. They're going to be having promotions, and they will be sharing those on November 21. So if you want to mark your calendars on that, you can. Tonight is the 2 times points. And when you join, you put like your birthday in and you connect your socials and all that kind of stuff. And you get all these points, and then you can start to get money off. But like when Credo's doing 20 off, you can get 20 off there. There's a few other small websites that carry his brand. For the most part, I buy through him because I think it's nice when you can shop the brand from the brand, because the brand gets everything and they can reinvest in themselves. Just want to show you really quickly. He has this divided up into some really easy to figure out lists. He's got skincare for the face, and I will tell you, I pulled this out because this is my number one favorite thing of his that I'm using right now. This is his bioidentical collagen serum. And this is an absolutely new kind of science that came out where they could not make the collagen molecule small enough to get into the skin. We've all seen tons of products that say that they have collagen in them. This has 100% human skin identical vegan micro collagen. Basically what it means is that it's light, it's breathable, it's effectively penetrating through your skin, through the epidermis, and delivering the type 1 collagen into the skin. So it's being infused with a bioidentical collagen. They've recreated in a lab using non-human collagen, but our bodies recognize it as human skin identical. I don't think that there is anything that I've used that feels like this, that plumps up my skin. And I put it everywhere, and then I start to press. And everything of his doesn't have scent because it's scented. You can actually smell the different ingredients that he's putting in, and you'll start to feel it getting less damp. And I follow this up with vitamin C and then do the rest of my skincare. So it's the first step after I cleanse. This is a recyclable tube that you can put back into this container. He's into sustainability. Josh goes very, very far to know exactly where his ingredients are sourced, down to, who's farming it, what are they using in their soil. He is in the weeds of everything that he sells and everything that he buys and everything that he makes. He originally was a hair person. He was doing hair, and he had some skin issues, and he was, kind of mixing and doing things, and he'd give things to clients that were coming in, and his whole line started to develop just from the cacao mask that I was talking about, that really cleans everything out, gets blood flow moving. You get really pinked up from it. Everything starts to move. It's a great time to then go and do gua sha, which, by the way, I want to mention. The Maya Sama that I showed everybody, that should be sitting here, and I think that I took it down. I think it's like over by my bed. She's having a half off sale on anything that's above a certain dollar amount, and 30% off of things that are 100 plus. I can't remember what the other one is, but this gua sha tool that I showed you guys about, this is a nice indie brand, and she already is having Black Friday. So I think we're going to see that a lot this year. I think that there's going to be a lot of people that are going to be having a lot of promos and a lot of sales. So take a look at that spreadsheet before you make a purchase, and make sure that you're not seeing that item in a certain store for a certain amount of money off before you go and spend. It's like a good check on your budgeting when you use the spreadsheet. He does have hair products. Let me just kind of blow through a few of these with you. He has these kits that you can do to try things. For $45, you get some really good small sizes of his products. I know that a lot of people have a hard time with hyaluronic acid being in everything. This is the Hydration Boost Concentrate. It is a dropper, and you mix this with the Hydrating Accelerator. And this is the botanical version of hyaluronic acid called Sunniseed. And it's a great extra hydration boost concentrate to add to your skincare routine. Really good stuff. There's a few different kits that they have. They have Renew, Hydration, and the Essentials. So you can kind of look and see what's going to match your needs for things that you want to try. Things that I can recommend. If you're looking for a great peptide cream that is going to be clinically proven, let's just say that it's packed with peptides, and they have put the serum into a cream formula, if that makes any sense. There's 3 biomimetic peptides, 2 botanical-based polypeptides, and ceramides. And what they do is it starts to diminish the visibility of lines and deliver much plumper looking skin. I know we're seeing peptide everywhere, but there are, I guess, not all peptides are, there's some that are more proven than others. And this one is mixed with some other things like olive oil, marula, tamarind, baobab, sesame, It supports the microbiome, and this is just another one of those products that is really good for the barrier. The Vital Balm Cream I showed you guys, his vitamin C is a more stabilized version of C. It's a very easy one to tolerate. If you have a hard time with a vitamin C antioxidant serum, I recommend trying this one. He's got a beautiful balm cleanser that turns into like a milky lotion. The active infusion oil, if you haven't started using retinoids, retinols, or if you have had a hard time using tretinoin, you just can't do it, his active infusion oil is a really great option. I've heard him say before, you know, everybody needs to have a retinoid. Like, it's not optional. This one is a new generation of it because it is, I want to get this exactly right. It's a retinoic acid. So basically, this is only one step away from where you would be with tretinoin. It has to convert one time. When they talk about vitamin A, the more conversions you have, usually it's less strong and less effective, but as you have more of like just the straight up no conversion side, it gets harder to tolerate. You get the peeling and all that kind of stuff. This has vitamin C in it also, and it is really brightening, and it's a great one if you want to alternate, like you can't do your tretinoin every single day, or maybe you're using a retinol and you want to trade off with this. It's a really easy to tolerate retinoid. And if you haven't started on the retinoid journey, I recommend starting there because it's really been cushioned and formulated in a way that makes it really easy to tolerate. His daily acid toner I did not grab. It is such a gentle, effective, hydrating toner that I think gives you incredibly bright skin. I was definitely on the P1970 train at one point, and this is so much more gentle. It doesn't smell like Band-Aids, and it is an exfoliant that has a medley of pyruvic, malic, citric, glycolic acids. So it's using AHAs and BHAs on your skin, and you are going to have a much easier time getting your actives in with a really good toner going before it. You really want to always turn over that top layer of skin. The older we get, the less collagen we're producing, and it's harder to get that really clean, bright, newer looking skin. That's why on Skincare Sunday, I love to like take it off. And then when I go to wash my face on Monday morning, I'm like, well, at least something's good about today. It's a fantastic, fantastic toner. I talked about the Hydration Boost Concentrate. His advanced hydration mask, you guys, is part of my winter skincare. Actually, it's kind of my little hack. Every day when in Chicago, it gets really darn cold and your skin almost feels like it's getting bitten outside. I use this right before I put on the Vital Balm Cream. I take the hydration mask, just a small amount, and I press it into my skin, and it just gives me that extra moisturization, hydration, that extra layer that's going to protect my barrier. But also, it's a fabulous mask to do before you did like an important makeup day, or just when your skin is angry with you, not happy with what you've gone to sleep with your makeup on, or, been out in the sun too long, or hadn't had enough water to drink. It really and truly is the best hydrating mask I've ever used. And my hack to use it as part of my skincare routine works for me, and I love it. Absolutely love it. The herbal infusion oil is a great one to use if you want to loosen up makeup. It's great for massage for the face. It's also just a very easy, balanced oil that you can use. And he had a lot of acne issues, I think, early on. And this is one that is a nourishing oil. It's not a retinoid. That's the other oil. Now, his Nutrient Day Cream comes in a tinted version and a non-tinted version. It is definitely that, that zinc, that physical barrier, and people love and swear by this. I know that he has reformulated it before, and it used to be a much thicker kind of feel, and I think it's really more cosmetically elegant now. The Hydrating Accelerator is the essence that you've been looking for your whole life. I take this on airplanes, obviously in the smaller size. The ingredient list and the infusion of botanicals that are in here is incredible. He has a moisture cleanse. We talked about the cacao, and then I also showed you guys my enzymatic exfoliant. It's got 2 ways to exfoliate. It's got these rounded walnut seeds, not like the scrubs of the past. These are very, very gentle. You have an enzyme that will take off the dead skin, and then also just a light circling on your skin just lets all that stuff go, and you're going to have bright, fresh face for the next day. It's like the pick-me-up that you've been looking for. The cool thing about Josh is that he is always learning and always teaching. So when you go through here, you can read about the 7 steps of skincare that he believes in: cleanse, tone, exfoliate, purify, hydrate, activate, protect. He believes that skin needs to do its own job, and that the things that you are doing to it have to support what's happening. It's not just an external thing that's happening. It's got to work with you. He has glossaries of articles. He's got 84 skincare articles. I'll just go into here. If my skin is acne prone, can I use the ultra peptide cream? Is bioidentical collagen serum safe to use while pregnant and breastfeeding? I mean, there are so many things in here. He'll go into ingredients of everything. What acids are there in this? What is the fragrance in this? What is organic in this? I mean, everything. He talks about his packaging, sustainability. You can find out about how to dispose of things. And he has so much in his website. I want to go to explore. This is one of my favorite ones. It says our ingredients, because you're always wondering. It's like we hear like it's got green tea, or it's got, cacao, or it's got hemp seed oil. You can pick any of these ingredients. Let's just pick a random one. Okay, let's pick blue tansy flower. What does that really do? Soothes, calms, helps moisturize, assists in treating blemishes and other inflammatory skin conditions. So it's an anti-inflammatory. Smells so good. And you can do this with everything, like glycerin. Why is it so great? he will tell you exactly what it does. If there's calendula in your product, why? What is it in? He tells you where it's found. He gives you articles of where he's done his research on these things. It is a treasure trove of information. And I have never gone all in on a skincare brand before. I have gone all in for Josh. I trust everything that he puts out. It's tested, it's proven, there's science behind it, and he doesn't rush anything. Like all of a sudden there'll be like kind of like a little hullabaloo, like, oh, I've got something coming out, and it's like the thing you didn't know you needed next. And I've tried everything that he makes, and I wish I could afford to use all of it all the time. But you have to pick and choose your battles. And with skincare, I fill in with other brands, and I am going to get into those on another time. But his skincare brand is incredible. There are some interviews of him online that you can watch. He is a thoughtful person. His Instagram is a joy to look at, to see the things that he's talking about. And he's just really, he's knowledgeable. He's not in your face. And I just feel like there's such like an elegance to his formulas that is there, but also the efficacy is there. I love it. I love his line, and I think that you will too. And even if you just try one mask first, or the hydrating accelerator, or his toner, try one thing and just see what you think. And I know he stands behind his products, so you're not really taking a big risk monetarily. Anybody have any questions or thoughts, or if you've tried anything of Josh's, something that you like of his, or you've seen it before? It really is awesome. Just awesome. Okay. Surgeons next. You know what? Let's do Jenny Patinkin next. All right, you guys, give me 2 seconds. Okay. I think I've just kind of like had it with my hair tonight. We're sort of at that point. Okay, let's talk about Jenny Patinkin. She's a Chicago gal, which I love. Let me pull up her website. Okay, so as you can see up at the top, we have brushes. And apparently it's brush night here. And I'm also doing rougher at some point. So Jenny does make vegan and cruelty-free brushes. She has made some really cool sets, and she was one of Oprah's favorite things. I think it was 2 years ago. She has the best gifts. These are little minis, and she's got a full set. We're going to kind of go through here. One thing that she has that I think is really awesome for those of you with hooded or deep set eyes, she has a eyelash curler that is shaped and made for us, people with that deep set eye or very hooded eye. It's really handy. I first started using her products when I found her brush cleaner, and it sterilizes brushes while you're going. You can be spraying, cleaning off, and it's really just a great little in-between when you're not shampooing your brushes and really, really cleaning them. This is a great, it's antibacterial, antimicrobial, oil-free, waterless, vegan, paraben-free, sulfate-free, petrochemical-free, and dye-free. So it's super, super gentle. And what I do is I spray the brush, or I'll spray onto a microfiber towel and gently rub the washcloth or towel, and then keep going next to it, next to it, next to it, and you will come up with a clean brush. It's a really fantastic spray. She did a cute little set. This is new this year. It's a little charm that you can hang on your purse, I guess, or wherever you want. But those are little mini makeup set brushes. So it's kind of nice if you're going through your day and need to do some touch-ups. It's a great thing to bring on vacation with you. Weekend getaway. It's a great gift. Oops. She's got some really interesting brushes. I want to show you some more of these sets. She's got the Quiet Luxury collection. This is like a full 12-piece collection that you can bring with you anywhere. It all fits into that little pouch. So that's a really nice gift also. I always think of her stuff as great gifts. She's got her little brush babies. I think this is the one that Felice has. And look at the little cute size of it. I mean, she just has really thought of all the things that we need when it comes to getting ready. Anybody who dermaplanes without like their dermaflash, she makes a great set. She always says she's a lazy perfectionist. I love that. Her vegan brush soap is delightful and makes my brushes super clean. also new this year, I think this is such a cute little gift. Go Gloss Girl Lip Gloss Set. And those are the 3 ultra sheer colors. So you know they're going to look great on everybody and just be like a really nice glossy little finish. But what a cute gift. Felice, I recently purchased quite a few things from Jenny P. I used your link. Love everything I got. She's a makeup artist, you know, right, Felice? So I feel like she's a Gen X makeup artist. So she's dealing with all the same stuff that we are and coming up with some really I always think just really good little gifts for yourself. Look at this brush that she's come up with for an ultra thin layer of foundation. And then you can use this side of it for scooping, uniquely shaped for ultra sheer application while using minimal amounts of product. She uses this with masks too, so you're not overusing your skincare by putting on too much. You can use this side of it to depuff and do gua sha. I mean, everything in here is just so well thought out. And one of my favorite things that she has is, I know I've showed this before, but she's got awesome cryo tools. If you are somebody who is puffy or knows somebody who's puffy, this one is so cute. It's hearts, little hearts. You can keep those frozen and just ice your face in the morning to get the puffiness to go down. Oh, this is another one for people with oily skin. I was hoping that Maria was going to be on for this one. It's a blotter and a baby mattifying roller. And I kind of wonder, I know it's like a clay mineral thing, but I wonder if it's the same as the Upsolite that is being used by Danessa Merrick's. I've always kind of wondered if the two of them were similar. This $9 item, you guys, is one of the best things I've ever gotten. It's called the hairbrush or the hairbrush brush. You take the little plastic thing that you think is going to do nothing, and you go and you clean out your brush, and it literally gets it to the point where there is no hair left on it. It can be washed and dried and clean and fresh, and it is just the $9 miracle. I'm not even kidding. Like, it really does clean out. Doesn't matter what shape the brush is, or if it's on like a blow dryer or whatever, it gets the hair out. It's nuts. It's the kind of thing where, like, throw a few extra of them in your cart and give it to somebody, and they are going to be loving it. It's such a good, like, white elephant thing. I did get the brush baby. So cute and good. Oh, I'm excited. I love cute and good. Cute and good is right up my alley. She supports Wounded Warriors Project, Bright Link, Women Lead, Lipstick Angels, Save the Elephants, and Rain. So she is making financial and in-kind donations to charitable organizations that she believes in. And I think that that kind of ethos tells you the kind of brand owner that she is. She does have her products at, I think, Saks and Nordstrom. I've seen them in a few other places. But again, when you're shopping a small brand like this, to shop their website instead of the big retailer makes a huge difference for them. And during this time of the year, when people are looking for the best deals, the best sales, and all that kind of stuff, they do them too. They don't have the advertising budgets, obviously, of these like huge corporations, but they do such a good job of filling a niche it's just not filled like anywhere else. She's making products based on what she learns and knows about both herself and her clients. And her Instagram is delightful. She's funny. She's got great instructional videos. She is definitely a minimal makeup kind of person. She really likes to look polished and, you know, she's not looking for crazy looks. She's just all about like being the best version of herself. And she's another brand that I think would be a good one to give a try. Felice, do you have anything else you want to say? Hold on one sec, guys. Oh, sorry. I need to close that door. Okay. All right. We still have Refer, Phytosurgeons, Lisa Eldridge. Yeah. I think we're going to stop here and go off script for a second. I want to show you guys the SUQQU that came so that if you want to order it, because it's one of the brands that I'm going to be doing. We actually have SUQQU, Refer, Phytosurgeons. What was the last one? Oh, Lisa Eldridge. Yeah, I guess I'm just going to be carrying this through to the next one, but I want to show you the palette. Oh, and I want to report back about the Hermes. I'm sorry, but I got to do it. I want y'all to know that I've been using this. I really like it with like a big, loose type of brush, and I've been patting it rather than swirling it. You do get a little bit of kick that you can see, but watch this. I'm only going to do half. Wow, right? Forgot to pick up the brush. Going to get 12 of them for Favorite Things Christmas party every year. Oh, I love it. You're going to love it. That's so great. Oh, your mom was a big supporter of Wounded Warriors. She's a Blue Mercury too. Oh, good. That's great. Can you guys see the difference that this just made in like my life? I mean, it has an absolute glow. It's just undeniably pretty. It's not too powdery. It's not too shiny. It's like somewhere in the middle. Ooh. It appears that the colors are going to continue to go all the way through, which I don't even know how they would make something like this, but I have to say, as beautiful as the compact is, it is as beautiful on the skin. it almost has like a pearl effect where it doesn't feel like my skin is greasy looking. It doesn't feel, I don't know, it looks healthy and it looks hydrated, but it's not damp, you know? It's a really cool thing, and it's at Nordstrom. It's on my stories today. There's a link there if you would like to purchase it. I know it's expensive. It will probably be on one of the sales at some point. I haven't seen it on a sale price yet. I've seen it at Selfridges now and Nordstrom. And I have to say, I really don't use a lot of the eyeshadows that I've bought from them. I've passed on the other highlighters. This is a product that I think kind of is up there with like a meteorite, but not as color correcting. Does that make sense at all? I like it. You can definitely smell the fragrance when you first put it on, and then it kind of goes. All right, the SUQQU. I've ordered the other set. This, after we saw Sea Salt Waves look, is going to be a really cool homage, I think, to the 80s. SUQQU does a warm and a cool palette always. They give you different formulas. Sometimes you get 2 mattes, sometimes you get 3 mattes, sometimes you get a topper shade, sometimes you get, you know, satins, sparkling shades. This palette is gorgeous. And then this product is the cheek. And you can tell that this is a Japanese product, that they have given you something for just really hydrated looking, bright skin. You can use this under the eyes. You can use this on your face. It's really cool. And the other thing about SUQQU is that the products last on your skin. I'm going to show you a very, very quick look just with this palette in case you're interested in ordering. Let me put the email on here again. I don't want people to like feel scared about ordering SUQQU, although there is the tariff thing. So if you are interested in ordering SUQQU in the United States and you want to order things that are in an upcoming launch like this, I'm going to put the email down here. They are incredibly fantastic about responding, answering, sharing swatches with you. comparing products that they can pull from other brands at Selfridges. That is the email address. If you order directly off of Selfridges, you can shop through my links if you would like to, but this way, going through them is how you're going to wind up getting the free shipping. So I'd rather have you guys do that. I just want to show you how pretty and easy this palette is to use. I'm going to go into the deeper, I guess, matte. I have nothing on my eye. Hang on. Like I literally have nothing on my eye. It always happens. There we go. I just ordered their eye primer because I think I've developed like a little complex after the Chantecaille debacle that I had, where it looked like I was like a stained glass window on my eyes. Michelle, I don't know what it is about SUQQU, but I really find myself interested in their products. You know, I think part of it is that we don't ever see them anywhere. And it seems like a pain in the ass, and I guess it kind of is. But they make it really nice to deal with them. They have previews. They have incredible people working there. Like if you do a DM on the SUQQU EU Instagram, Cindy answers all of your questions, and they are just the nicest people. The ladies, Wing and Urino, that work at the counter at Selfridges they're just awesome. They are just awesome. I was so disenchanted with makeup in general and just what we were seeing coming out, and just the rat race of the whole thing. And this just seemed like it wasn't that. I love that they come out with a full collection, you know, seasonally. They're always tweaking formulas, and, you know, it's definitely got the beautiful J Beauty aesthetic. I'm going with my finger here. I mean, this is a holiday look. It is just a pretty, fun lilac eye. And I'm going to go in with one of the rougher brushes that has the calligraphy style handle. These are the Shoto. I love the way these like gently blend everything. Just so pretty. I love getting really close to the edge here. And deepen. I mean, you can really get this to look like a party eye. Put a little mascara on. I just think it's a beautiful holiday look that's sort of unexpected. I think there's so much gold and silver and, green, and this just, it just checks all the boxes for me, because as comfortable as I am with neutrals, this kind of a palette would just kind of like intimidate me a little bit. But because these shadows are so buildable, it really doesn't get away from you. And I just find the effect to be really, really beautiful. I think the collections are really well thought out. They did a clear lip with this. I don't have it yet, so I'm just going to put a little clear gloss on from Esum, another brand that I'll be doing indie. They were part of my second wave. This is a new product of theirs called the Lip Shine. Really nice. It feels really good. It feels like an old school gloss, like in the way that it like commits to being here. But it doesn't feel like it's going to go anywhere, and it's not sticky. It's called the Moisturizing Optic Glosser. Apply generously to the lips. I can't read the rest of it to save my life, but it feels, like when your lips are chapped and you can feel like that something's happening, because the top of my lip is so chapped, and this just feels really good. And the perfect blush for this is from Phytosurgence, and this is another one of the brands that we're going to be highlighting. This is Wisp. It's got this lilac-y kind of a color that I think is so pretty with this. And I am all about either doing a crazy eye or a bold lip, not into both. And I love that they're making that part of their permanent collection. So they're using, it's kind of like a Chantecaille lip chic feel, the lip product from SUQQU. There's no taste and no smell. It's really nice. And you can pop them in and out of the containers, so it's much more sustainable. But what a pretty look, Totally unexpected. And the second one that we're going to be doing when the rest of it comes is more of like a peachy blue story, kind of. It's going to be interesting. It's more of the warm toned. I'm going to show you guys because they have. When you go to the SUQQU website, you cannot order from it because we're not in the UK or in Japan, obviously. But I like to go on their website because sometimes stuff goes on there faster than Europe. So this is the set that we just talked about. And it comes in that pretty box. So it's like a really nice gift. And when they open it, it's got both, items inside. And then this one is the other color story. So you're going to have like a much more peachy color, kind of a silvery blue and like a I don't even know what to call this one. It's hard to tell. And then it's in Japanese over here, so that's not going to be very helpful, but it's not bronzy. I feel like it's a different metal. It's like a true brown shimmer. I'm dying to see what that looks like translated in a real product. But as far as this one goes, I love it, and I don't have anything like this. I feel like Dior has tried to do this like several times, and it just hasn't been the one for me. The one thing I will say that I would love to do with this is to add a purple liner to it. And I know Tom Ford's got a bunch of really cool ones right now. I'm just going to throw on the Chanel just to see what it looks like to put the purple liner. I love these guys, by the way, for eyeliners or for eyeshadows. They're the Chanel Stylo Ombre et Contour. Love to do this kind of thing with it. Just to add like a little definition. I think it's really pretty and fun and different. So when this one comes, we'll definitely take a look at that. Some of the other brands that I'm thinking about talking about, we're going to get through the ones obviously that are here. I do want to show, before we go tonight, I want to at least show you guys what has come from Lisa Eldridge in case you're interested. Her packaging, you guys, this time is just a wow. The work was done by Blair Breitenstein, and she first discovered her work online and loved her illustrations, and it had more like a vintage style, and she fell in love with the quirky kind of abstract drawings that she did. And she said that these are like the Gossipy Girls. Like, it was just such a funny little video. But this slides out, and inside of it are the 3 colors that she's done for her liquid Lurex eye. And then this is what the packaging looks like for the lip glosses. They're all still available, but you can't get the full set as a full set anymore. They've sold out, but I'm going to take off this clear. This one is called Kensington Plum. And initially it was the only one I ordered. And I actually went after I saw it on somebody. And I ordered the other 2 because they just looked so pretty. And not as like crazy as I thought they were going to look, which was talking about doing like duochromes and all that. Night, Holly. Look at the pearl in here. It's like the Lisa Eldridge version of the duochrome, you know, like it's like very chill. And I love this color. And I think it would be pretty on top of a lip liner or on top of a lipstick or just in the center of the lips. I think this is really pretty. Hi, Mal. Your Wi-Fi is glitchy. I didn't get all of my Lisa. I only got some of it. All right, you guys, this is going to be a test before I open up these. I might be giving this as a gift to somebody younger than me, but I'm definitely having anxiety after having put on the Chantecaille. This is the color Cressida, and it was out of stock for such a long time. It is this really pretty pearl color. I'm going for it, and I'm literally putting nothing on because I just want to see how it performs. Don't want to start with a whole lot of it. I was messaging with somebody about the Chantecaille, and I said, it was like the first time that I realized that I can't wear something because of my lids. I feel like it just blended out into like nothing. We'll see. I said to somebody, I think my ship has sailed. Like, I just don't think it's possible anymore to wear. I mean, this is definitely better than the Chantecaille, but I still see texture that I feel like it just, I think I'm done with liquid eyeshadows, guys. I will show the colors, but I think I'm going to give this as a gift. That's kind of like sad. I'm not saying it's not for you, it's just not for me. All right, let's take a look at these colors. This one's called Aria. Oh, so pretty. Aria is a silver. Pretty gorgeous. Very pretty. Then there is Rosalie. Come on. Okay. I don't want to like ruin this. I want this to be a gift for somebody. That's like a pinky warm color. Very pretty. I'll probably wind up swatching them and explaining it to somebody, but not until I play with Cressida a little bit and make sure that I'm really like giving up. Ooh, this is such a cool color. This reminds me of a Chanel. Oh, I'm excited. Okay, guys. Everybody pull out your Éclat de Nuit if you have. This color Oh, yeah. Is that sick? Ah, I'm so excited. I have it in powder form and I could wear it. If you have Eclat de Nuit, it's Celine. Oh, I want to put a little of that on because that'll make me feel better. Like, can't just, come on. There we go. Do you guys still, did anyone else get this? Does anyone still have it? Oh my gosh, I love this palette. I'm going right over the shadow. Oh, this is such a good holiday palette. You want to see these? I'll swatch them. Oh my God, I love this eyeshadow. The great thing about this palette is that you can keep it entirely tame like this. Or you can add a little smoke. I'm using one of the Shoto brushes because it's got the really soft calligraphy style edge. Just get a really soft application. So pretty. I love this palette. Chanel, where are you? We want more like this. Please come back. You know? All right, I'm going to swatch the colors of the Lisa. If people really want me to, because honestly, it's not about me. It's about you guys. Do you want to see these? Is that a yes or a no, or was Cressida enough? It's up to you guys. Tell me what you're thinking. Do we want to see all of them? I need a yes or a no. I can wait till tomorrow too. Or Tuesday. Let me play with Cressida. Let me see what kind of primers I can figure out with this. You know what? I should do that Touche Clout one just because it had that really good slip. Let's just see. I need like an anti-aging primer. Do they have that? This definitely makes things smooth. I'm really tempted to buy one of these. I'd wait till Tuesday so that you have material for your stream. Yeah, I've got plenty. I mean, I'm trying to do like the less is more thing, but now it's like in my lashes. Not good. I don't know. I just feel like it's putting shimmer all over my eye. Maybe if it was matte. I just don't see myself ever reaching for something that's like this, especially if I can wear sparkle on this eye and not feel super wrinkly. But this just, it like ages me. It's a no. I am officially retiring the use of liquid shadows, I think. You think it looks good? I'm going to play with it and we'll see on Tuesday. So I'm going to do a bunch of Lisa Eldridge. I have like every single one of her lipsticks, I think. And do you guys want to see the new color? Oh, I would like to see it too, but I don't know where it went. So that will be on Tuesday also. I will update everybody. I hope that you got something out of this and that you see that there's so much more than just Sephora out there, and you're going to be bombarded with hauls and everybody's fantastic videos of every new product that has come out this year, and they're going to be obsessed and you're going to have it. And I'm just we all are loving a lot of things that we have, and it doesn't mean that it has to be new or on sale. Sometimes if you just kind of let things pass, you don't even think about them anymore. It's like when you fill your cart, you know, we all do that. We all put shit in carts that we're not sure that we're going to ever retrieve, but it's fun putting it there. And I think you did a Sephora recommendation. I know. I mean, I've done them too. And I did recommend things from the Sephora. I tried to talk about, you know, what to look for and to show people how to shop thinking about sales. And there just is a much bigger world out there of some brands that are doing some things that nobody else is doing. And I can't wait to share all of Phytosurgeons with you because there's such a good example. Actually, I want to leave on a high note. Just to show you that I know for a fact that cream eyeshadows don't have to look like that. I'm not going to tell you what color this is or anything. We're going to do that next time, but I am going to show you the difference in the Phytosurgeons application of a shimmery color. really hard to get a finger in here. And there we go. Can you see the difference? There's just something about the way they formulate. We'll do phytosurgeons for sure. It's just a different kind of feel. All right, I'm going to play with these and we will see each other on Tuesday. I hope everybody enjoys their extra hour of sleep tonight. And tomorrow at 4 o'clock, think of me because I'll be crying, feeling like I need to like already be in pajamas because it's nighttime. Good night, everybody. See you Tuesday. Have a good night.